Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by this some have entertained angels without knowing it. You know, we usually just go about our daily lives assuming the world is exactly as it appears, right? But what if the mundane is really just a thin veil? What if a simple gesture or even a hidden door could completely shatter the boundary between our ordinary, everyday reality and a secret, magical world? Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving deep into a seriously fascinating narrative called The Forest Manor. Now we're actually going to skip the usual agenda today. Why? Because preserving the mystery of this story is absolutely essential to understanding it. We're going to follow two characters, Toivo and Elishah, on this surreal, escalating descent into a magical reality. I am so thrilled to guide you through this because it's literally a masterclass in how sensory details and symbolism can build an entirely secret world right in front of our eyes. Okay, let's get into it.
So the whole thing kicks off with a mystery. Where does a key shaped like the number 7 actually lead? Early on, Toivo looks lovingly into Elishah's deep eyes and tells her he has a surprise. He wants to show her the first meaning of this very specific key. From that exact line, we are completely hooked into this deeply romantic, kind of surreal journey. It's asking us to just suspend our disbelief and follow these characters into the unknown.
Section 1. The Surprise Departure. Our journey begins pretty abruptly as Toivo surprises Elishah, and a normal cafe date suddenly turns into a ride in Uncle Jack Redwood's shiny red limousine.
Now, this isn't just your standard road trip. It's a spatial journey that peels back the layers of the normal world. Think about their path for a second. They move from the cafe terrace, which, yeah, is a bit unusual with its black cup and blue lily shapes, but still public, down a secluded forest road, arriving at massive manor doors and eventually ending up deep inside a secret room. With every single stop, Toivo and Elishah are pushed further and further away from mundane society and deeper into this beautiful magical isolation.
And you just have to notice the author's intense use of color symbolism right off the bat. It's a total sensory immersion. Inside that shiny red limo, moonlight shines down on a white table. And what's on it? Rare red wine sitting on ice, right next to a glowing blue LED candle. So red and blue completely dominate this early sequence. You've got the red of passion and luxury, and the blue of mystery and magic. As Toivo pours this absolutely wonderful tasting wine, he calls Elishah Made my angel. These colors are totally prepping us for the magic ahead.
Chapter 2. The Moonlight Meadow. As the car glides along a forest road toward a majestic mountain, Toivo suddenly asks Jack to pull over at a breathtaking, moonlight-bathed meadow bursting with white pansies and blue forest flowers. Under a shooting star, Elishah is so moved by the scene that she laughs, pulls Toivo into the grass, and kisses his cheek. But here is where the physical connection to the magic really starts. Toivo finds a picked blue lily among the pansies and gently places it by Elishah's earlobe. Now, this isn't just some sweet romantic gesture. This blue lily serves as a symbolic initiation. By wearing it, Elishah is essentially stepping across the threshold into the magical realism that is about to unfold.
Section 3. Entering the Forest Manor. Their drive continues to a sparkling seashore in the dark night, where they finally arrive at a looming, beautiful old wooden manor with massive double doors carved with biblical cherubs.
I love the striking contrast here. Out in the hallway, Elishah looks into this huge Victorian mirror and is totally startled. A sudden thunderstorm has broken out, and wild lightning flashes outside, reflecting violently in the glass. It perfectly represents the chaotic reality they just left behind. But switch over to the inner sanctum. Toivo simply hugs her, says don't worry, and guides her past these black and white knight armors into his embrace. He's protecting her from the storm as they move toward a deeply intimate, warm, safe space covered in red silk.
Section 4. The number 7 key. They arrive at a flower-decorated door, and Toivo finally pulls out and uses that peculiar number 7 key from the very beginning of our story.
Inside, the room features this massive, fine bed draped in red silk curtains, but the real focal point is a patterned wooden chest sitting right in front of it. Toivo hands the number 7 key over to Elishah and tells her to open it. When she turns the lock and quickly opens the lid, she finds something incredible: a silver necklace featuring a massive emerald. So the physical key has literally unlocked a path to something highly symbolic and precious.
Like a green, living river of the jungle, the text describes the emerald so exquisitely. Toivo tells Elishah that her eyes are deep and alive, just like this stone, and that the emerald is a reminder of his love. He gently places the necklace around her neck. But He adds one more absolutely crucial detail. This magnificent gem is also the key to her secret Eden.
Section 5. The Angel's Secret. The narrative tension really ramps up here as Toivo grabs a simple remote control, presses a blue button, and a secret wall behind the bookshelf slides open. And behind that sliding wall stands a hidden, kind of eerie, pale marble angel with shiny blue pearl eyes. The angel has its hands outstretched pleadingly, like it's begging for alms. In its left hand sits a blue sapphire, and in its right, a red ruby. But right in the middle of its hands, an empty space. This is actually where that mysterious inscription from the start of our explainer is written on the wall, the warning not to neglect hospitality, because you might be entertaining angels.
Toivo points to that empty space in the statue's hands and instructs Elishah to put her newly gifted jewelry right there. He tells her, one must give up everything to gain eternal harmony. Honestly, this is such a powerful moment. Toivo is asking her to sacrifice the beautiful, romantic gift he literally just gave her. It bridges the gap between a physical token and a profound spiritual cost. To enter paradise, you can't hold on to material wealth, right? You have to willingly surrender it.
Section 6. Discovering Eden. The esoteric climax of the story begins as Elishah, without any hesitation, surrenders her emerald necklace.
First, Elishah presses the emerald into the center of the hands. Instantly, the voices of unseen angels fill the room, chanting, "Eden, Eden, Eden, your hiding place, your secret garden." Then, suddenly, the marble statue mechanically rises upward into an opening in the ceiling, the rails it sat on retreating right up with it. And finally, the gateway is clear, revealing the hidden fountain of Eden. It's this amazing blend of mechanics and magic.
The sensory details in this scene are just stunning. Behind where the statue stood is a sparkling fountain crafted from blue marble, intricately carved with various fish. Surrounding the water are these vibrant purple-red tulips and roses. The fountain sprays gentle, refreshing water drops into the air, splashing against Elishah's face. She simply whispers Toivo's name. And Toivo? He gently kisses the water drops from her face, holding her delicately in his arms like a flower. They have finally arrived in their eternal harmony.
The Forest Manor takes us on this wild, beautiful journey, from a modern cafe to an ancient, hidden paradise, using colors, keys, and flowers to guide the way. But the real pivotal moment, it isn't unlocking the door. It's that moment of sacrifice. Elishah had to surrender her precious emerald to truly access the magic. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought to chew on. What would you be willing to give up to unlock your own secret garden? Thanks for exploring this amazing narrative with me today. Keep seeking the magic in the everyday details.